In this video, we'll take you through the math of another form of measuring error called MAPE, which is mean absolute percentage of error. And so the way we're reading the formula below, it is the sum of the absolute values of the actual minus forecast divided by the actual, and that whole amount is divided by the number of data points, n. So let's see if we can do this on the right side real quick here. We'll have, here's our actual demand. Let's make it some simple numbers, 6, 10, 8, and 12. And the forecast is 8s across the board, just to keep it simple here, okay? So the first thing we do is we take the actual minus forecast, so we get negative 2, 2, 0, and 4. And then it says we divide it by what the actual amount was. So the second step would be to take the negative 2 divided by 6. So I'll do that on my calculator, and we get negative 0.333. Then we get 2 divided by 8, which is 0.25. 0 divided by 8 is 0. 4 divided by 4 divided by the actual of 12 gives us 0.333. So that takes us through this next step here. We took actual minus forecast first, then we divided by 8 to get these numbers here. Then it says we take the absolute value next. So we're getting rid of the sign. I'll erase these on the right side. And then we add them up as our next step. So we add these all up and we get 0.333 plus 0.25 plus 0 plus 0.333, and we get 0.916. And then we divide that 0.916 by the number of data points. We get 0.229. Now we got to turn that into percentages, so we multiply by 100, and we get a variation of 22.9%. So the mean absolute percentage of error period by period is 22.9%. Another way you can look at MAPE is this. MAPE is mean absolute deviation, okay, but in percentage form. Because if you look up on top, had we not divided by A, I'll show you that right there, just A minus F. Had we not done that, then we would have been using the formula for MAD. So MAPE is MAD, but in the percentage form.